So, Call of Duty, one of the best game franchises ever on PCs and like PlayStation, mainly PlayStation and like Xbox and stuff like that. It's like, you know, it's really, really good. But this year, on November 4th, something happened for the Call of Duty franchise that really just made it bad. And basically, it's called Infinite Warfare. Yeah, Modern Warfare was good, Infinite Warfare apparently is not. In fact, so bad, it didn't receive any nominees in like IGN and gaming conventions and stuff like that. That is horrible. So, in this top 5 video for the last day of November, I'm going to go over 5 of the reasons why Call of Duty did not receive any. Well, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, why it didn't receive any nominees. Number 5 is the graphics are just bad. Obviously, this is not big of a deal at all, but I figured we'd throw it in there because graphics are almost everything, right? I mean, you want to have good visuals in a game, right? Yeah, I mean, who doesn't? Well, people who play Infinite Warfare, that's who. Look at this. The rallying cries against Infinite Warfare is its graphics. In many of the fans' eyes, the game does not look polished enough, and some are laughingly call it a reskin of other Call of Duty titles. I mean, I guess. I mean, I've never really seen too much Call of Duty. And like, I've only played it once. And that was on a Wii console. That wasn't even in HD. So, I mean, that's kind of sad that the graphics are lacking. This should be an add-on to remastered COD 4. That's how bad the graphics are, I guess. So, I mean, even me playing it on an SD console, that does not look the best. I mean, the colors it doesn't even look HD. I feel like the colors need to be like a little more like, you know, saturated or something more, like on this guy's helmet, his arm and stuff like that, and the greens need to be a little bit like, look at that tree right there where my mouse is. I mean, obviously it's in the background, but I think that needs to be a little bit more saturated. So, but that's just one of the reasons. There are a lot worse. Number 4 is the fact of community feedback rejection. As you see here, reports after reports have cited now Activision continues to reject feedback and or ideas from its community. If only it had listened, would have been more pleasing than what it was today. Activision, seriously, like, basically community feedback is what people want, like, the game to be. It's like their predictions and stuff. And you're rejecting that? Hello. The game could have been a lot better. Just read everything that's highlighted. I mean, that's something important. You gotta let the fans, like, you know, choose a little bit of what the game's gonna be about. But, like, you know, like, why would you do that? Why would you reject, like, your fans' opinions? Like, why would you reject, like, what they want? Like, and really, gamers tend to get frustrated if their voices are not heard, let alone not being considered. I mean, Activision is clearly disrespecting its fans and stuff like that. Now, why is this so high on the list? Well, I feel like it's not really that big part of receiving a nominee. I mean, that's more like how the gameplay is and stuff like that, and the graphics and like the setting and stuff like that. We'll get to that in a minute. But seriously, like, how dare they reject the fans? Oh my gosh, disrespect right there. There's a lot more bad reasons than this, though, surprisingly. The futuristic setting sucks. Look, according to Tech Times, basically, one of the reasons Call of Duty Infinite Warfare was loathed by many fans due to its sci-fi setting. Apparently they've expected it to be more grounded on a modern day scenery. It's not that sci-fi elements don't want to work with video games. They just don't, I guess fans just don't believe that the franchise is, you know, ready for it yet. Like, I mean, really, all the other Call of Duty games, and the only one that I have played, like, it was all modern day. Like, it wasn't up in space, and it, like, wasn't, like, You know, it wasn't all like sci-fi and stuff like that. I mean, that's going a little bit out of the tradition. And also, right here, judging from the number of comments on the trailer, players are tired of futuristic shooters. I guess, you know, I guess there's been many of those, which some I probably never heard of. But seriously, like, Call of Duty had that modern day setting, I thought, like, and now they're going away from it. And why are they doing something like people hate? Look at this. With space creatures from games like Halo, Mass Effect, and even Dead Space combined, gamers have spent the last 2 decades or so wiping out an entire galaxy. It can get pretty old. Now Activision's doing this to Call of Duty? What the fuck? Seriously. I mean that is gonna get old eventually. Like, I mean, I feel like Halo 6 is gonna be. I hope Halo 6 probably has a different setting like that, like not like a galaxy or anything. But really, it can get very old. Do not do something that's too cliche over and over and over again. And Activision, stop copying your competitors. Come up with something original. Like, geez. Fans want a damn good storyline. If there is not a good storyline in a game, that's bad, okay? I mean, even Mario's still popular and it still has a same story of Princess Peach getting kidnapped. I mean, that's basic. But with Call of Duty, I mean, you know, it's just, you know, it's just different. Look at this. Big Time Mikey 6929. So dumb. I'm sick of the jumpsuits and sick of all the high-tech BS and now space. Really? I just want to go back to what made COD great. Awesome war games with good storylines and fun online multiplayer. Excuse me. No multiplayer? No good story? That makes for a pretty bad game that no one is gonna want. I've bought COD since Ghost and they will not till they go back to making modern war games again. And I guess the story is like not good at all in this. Makes sense that fans will like more of the classic action and gritty stories that turn all the Call of Duty franchise into a juggernaut with games like Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2. Plenty of gamers played for the multiplayer suite, sure, but the single-player campaigns that followed the story of Soap McTavish and Captain Price also earned a lot of fans. I guess they took out that story. If you're taking out a really good story from the game, excuse me, Activision, that's not gonna make a good game. They really do not know what they're doing. But brace yourself for the #1 reason Infinite Warfare did not receive any nominees. #1 reason, the fans want a throwback or a return to the origins. Fans have been claiming for a return to the series' origins. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare is well received, but it only was really a good game. Reported by The Guardian, fans have been very outspoken and not wanting an installment about space robots and drones alike, something that Call of Duty Infinite Warfare has. Basically what that means is that's not original. Like, that's not part of what the original Call of Duty was. I mean, if you're like me and love retro games and like love the originals like better than the new ones, like for example, I mean the best example I can think of right now is like remixes of certain songs, like some remixes of like the best pop songs or like Pac-Man or something. Sometimes like the originals are so much better. But I guess with Call of Duty fans, like they really just want to go back to the origins. Like they want to see what Call of Duty was before. And that's why Infinite Warfare just sucks. Because, well, it was just new. So, you know, why do they do that? Like, just why? Why do they freaking do that? I don't know. The original is always better, like, in most cases. The original's always better. So why did they make it new? Well, maybe they just wanted to try something new. Well, that something new was a flop. Just saying that, Activision, like, I hope they're taking notes. I hope they recall this game and make it better. Just like, I mean, just take it off the shelves and make Infinite Warfare 2 or something. Or just recall it and make it totally better. So, you know, I don't know what the heck just happened, but I guess it just had to load more ads. Because this website's just bad. But it was the only one I could find that was good. But seriously, why did they have to do that? Like, I mean, I guess they just wanted to try something new, But seriously, if they knew it was going to be that bad, why'd they release it? Just why? They should have just recalled this game. They should just recall this game and remake it. Just, I mean, God, they just did not know what they were doing. So don't forget to leave this channel, game by dropping a like and subbing as well. All I have is a vlog coming out for you guys later, and big announcement, Christmas intros are coming on Friday and will be lasting up until, I mean, I know I did it a little different last year, so that's how we're going to do it this year again, like the way I did it. It will last up until, like, Christmas Day, like, physically. Like, the day after Christmas, it will be, normal, intros. So, yeah, those will be coming on Friday, because I'm not doing any videos, tomorrow. So, Friday, lots of videos coming. Even all-around vlogger ones will be coming, too. So, see you guys, later for the vlog, and then Friday for some more videos.